Welcome everyone to another episode of Brightside. Today, we're at the Minack Theatre at Porthcurno. Just to show you guys around, there's no show going on, but you can pay a small admission and go inside and just basically look around the historic theatre, which I believe was built in somewhere around about the 30s, 20s, 30s, something like that. We'll try and find out. We've just parked up in the car park here. So let's go in and book in. This really has to be one of the most unique theatres, I would say, in the world, actually. Oh, someone honking their horn. But this has to be one of the most unique theatres in the world. It was literally chiselled out of the side of the cliff, which is fascinating. I haven't been here for many, many years. Like I said, there is no show going on today. But like I said, you pay that little bit of admission and you can just have a bit of a nose around. So as of last year, they were celebrating their 90th anniversary, so 1932. Rowena Cade built this place. Alright. Gosh, like I said, I haven't been here for years. Obviously these buildings, they weren't here in the 1930s. These are a more modern sort of add-on, if you will. But yeah. Like I said, I've seen many shows out here over the years. Not for a long time, though. I haven't been out to the Minack for quite a while. You alright? Should we check out that view?
See, it's like a bluey green colour today.
Wow, look at that.
And this is why you come to the Minack.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't get backdrops like that for any other show in the world, would you?
No. We were going to do a bit of a cliff walk today, or cliff walk, like a coastal path walk. But we've run out of time for that. So we're just going to look at the theatre itself. But look at that. Stunning. Right, heading in. A little gift shop here. You've got like a little hoodie with Minack written on there. If obviously they're like junior sizes. Yeah, just a few little bits. You can get yourself a cap with Minack written on it. Yeah, or like a little beanie if you like. Oh yeah, look at you. Got a cup there that says the Minack Theatre on it. Is there like a price on that? Oh, hang on, what's that price up there? Look. I can't see a price, but I'm sure they're not too expensive. Look at him up there. Who's he?
Oh, I know.
Amazing. Ariel.
Ariel it is.
Okay. Rowena or Rowena? Rowena. I don't know. Rowena Cade. Her exhibition is in here. Except the lady, she wasn't Cornish. I think she came down from the Midlands somewhere.
Derbyshire.
Derbyshire, was it? Yeah. But that's like a picture of the theatre. On a nice brighter day, of course. But we'll go and have a look at that in a minute. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Rowena Cade was born in Derbyshire, 2nd of August, 1893. She was the daughter of a prosperous mill owner, apparently, according to this. Alright. Yeah, that, like, donkey head isn't scary at all, is it? Oh, it is Rowena. I thought it was Rowena, yeah, I didn't think it was Rowena. Building the Minack, Rowena Cade was 38 when she offered to stage the Tempest among the cliffs at the bottom of her garden. Until that moment, the nearest she had come to manual work was embroidering linen and grooming horses. Alright, so she had no sort of real experience, and yet she like carved out this. It's just ridiculous.
And then when it had dried a bit, after say half a day, she would draw this pattern with an old screwdriver, and she'd work out these designs, which were basically sort of Celtic designs, on a piece of paper beforehand. Went on, and she became more ambitious. She involved me in various building projects.
Very difficult to see with the glare on the glass. Whether there are lights in there that aren't functioning at the minute, but this like diorama got like the cliff and all here, and the theatre like, built into it. It's amazing. Ah, yes. So I assume it would be lit normally. It just says out of order. So okay. Right, so we're all done with the exhibition in there. That was really interesting. Now, we're spitting with rain. Now we're going to head down into the theatre and just have a bit of a mooch round. Bathrooms up here, and there is a warning site there. This site is potentially hazardous, so it is, you know, I mean, obviously we are on a cliff.
And it was built into the cliff.
And it was built into the cliff, that's right, yeah. Alright, let's have a bit of a mooch round. Shelba was just saying that even though it's very overcast, you know, you can still see the beautiful views from this theatre. I mean, it really is quite fascinating to think that she built a lot of this, or had a vision for a lot of it. Obviously the show there that we just watched said they did have professional builders in for some of it, obviously, because, you know, it's quite a complex thing to build into a cliff, but fascinating. So yeah, it is quite, got my hand on it, baby, it's quite, can be treacherous here. I've spent many an evening over the years perched on those seats, well, I like benches, freezing cold, soaking wet, ooh, gesundheit, soaking wet, eating a bite to eat, usually a pasty or something of that ilk, and watching a production down on that little stage. I think over the years, I think they've had quite big like names in theatre here, haven't they? I believe so. Right, it is starting to spit with rain quite a bit, so got the trusty umbrella and we're gonna put that up. It's not particularly windy, so hopefully we won't have any sort of issues like that, but that will help keep the camera dry, because as I say quite frequently when it's raining, it's not a waterproof camera, so yeah. This is so cool, such an amazing place. So you obviously can't get access to every little nook and cranny. It says section down there closed. So I don't know what the accessibility will be like. I assume we can get down on the stage. Be quite cool. I always wanted to be on the stage. Yeah, you can. Whoa, nearly lost my foot in there. So that tent, that's usually where the music is, like you get like the orchestra or whatever, well, orchestra, you know what I mean, like you get like the band in there and whatnot that will give you the music for the theatre. This is great actually, because I've never ever physically walked around on the stage, not to my knowledge, not that I remember. This is great.
Hey.
Hey, you alright, kiddo?
Watch our show, sit down.
Watch our show and sit down. So quite often back in the day when I used to come here and watch productions, I used to sit like up in those seats where that little yellow thing says authorised access only. We used to kind of sit generally in this section. I've got a feeling once we did a front row seat. We've definitely sat like in this area, and then you would be very close to the action on stage. So you'd like take a seat here, and that would be your view of the show. So it's quite an intimate theatre. You do get very, very close to the performers. That seat is where I need to stand up. But you're going to do a dance, you three?
No, you got to sit down and you got to tell me the story.
Right, back on the stage now. Danger. Do not climb on this structure. I've put the brolly away from it because actually it has eased a little bit. It's still a little bit sprinkly with rain.
I want to say this one.
But what a lovely view for an actor as well, if you're looking back at that.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, it's very intimate, so it's intimate for the actors and the audience as well, isn't it?
Must be chilly for the actors though.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they're in very skimpy outfits.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the warmest of theatres to be on, would it?
I always remember my first recollection here at the Minack Theatre, we watched Dracula, and right down there they had built a big mock-up of a castle. Always remember that. We were sitting up here somewhere and we watched Dracula, and I wasn't very old. I don't think we turned the camera on. I don't know how old I was. It was back in like the 80s, I suppose. I don't know, no idea.
I remember watching one of my first shows here was King Arthur.
Yeah.
And I remember the actor obviously got really into it and he threw the sword and it went into the sea. So I can't imagine that was planned.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. Look at that down there. I mean, that is quite. It's quite cool. Look at that door down there in that cliff. I'd love to go through there, but I don't think we've got access down there. Oh, fascinating backstage glimpse. Let's go catch up with the boy because he's just run off around here. So quite often, to my knowledge, that is where the actors get changed. That's like, you know, backstage for the actors, I believe. That's where it is, because they would quite often appear from this side. But of course, you know, there's walkways all the way around it. So, you know, they could pop up literally anywhere, really. That looks very steep. I don't think I'd be climbing up there, but yeah. I'm a bit confused because it says no public access, which is fair enough, but the rope is down. I won't venture in there just in case that is the case, but that's like the backstage where all the actors get themselves sorted. Right down here, stage is back that way where Shell Bell's going. This way will take you around. Look at these intricate little patterns. So apparently in the video the builder was saying, or the chap who assisted her, what she would do is when the concrete was about half a day set, she would then come in and scrape all these designs with an old screwdriver, and it was set but not quite set, so obviously these patterns could be formed. Amazing views. You have a sea thumping in against those cliffs over there. Wow. Hey, look at you backstage.
Tilly's still prancing about.
Tilly's still on the stage prancing about. I love it. That's like the backside of the. Oh, there she is. Hey, you right?
There's AJ.
AJ's right here, look, by us. Yeah, this obviously is quite a well-lit area at night, isn't it? Because obviously when the actors and actresses and whatnot are like clambering around, obviously these guardrails are very important. Look at that. The sea just crashing in there. Just sort of behind the stage, backstage as it were. Look at this little seated area. Had no idea this existed. That's really cool. I don't know if it serves a purpose for any sort of production or whether it was just made as somewhere for people to sit, I assume, and just enjoy this view. I wonder if Rowena Cade herself sat here on this very seat that she had a hand in carving, or maybe she carved the whole thing, who knows. It's fascinating. Yeah. I could eat a little sandwich here, or a pasty, a cup of soup, nice like hot cup of coffee from a flask. That'd be nice. Okay, and here we are, back on the stage. So how much did it cost to come in?
It was £24, so that's £8 to an adult and then £4 a child.
Cool.
And because we're local, we can come back as many times as we want with that ticket. So it's
Yeah, so keep the ticket in your purse, and we can
come back as often as we want.
come back. All right. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. What else can I say? Et tu, Brute? Let's head back up. We might just have a little look in the cafe. Could do with a coffee actually. Oh, there's kids and Shellbell. Hey! See you at the top. So all over this place they've got all the date stamps with like the shows, the productions that were put on. So obviously Tristan and Isolde, 2004. Yeah. And all over all the seating basically. The seats have got all those production sort of date stamps on as well. Staff and players only, so I can't access that little area in there. But yeah. Fascinating how she carved all this out. Right, let's clamber back up to the top. See if we can get like a coffee or something. That'd be nice. That rain's starting to come back as well. It's getting a little bit, the mizzle's getting a bit heavy now. So let's head into shelter. Yeah, what a fascinating place. Like I said, a very, very unique theatre. There's a little placard here. Rowena Cade created this theatre. Oh yeah, camera's getting a bit wet now. Let's head inside. Gosh, that sea mist has really come in now. You could see that headland there when we arrived. Can barely see it now. Alright, we found a little cafe. Let's head in. Ooh. So actually you could get some very, very nice views. Well, it's a nice view now, but it's obviously a very rainy view. But yeah, in the summer, you get some nice weather out there. I love this like screen in front of us.
It's very Disney, isn't it?
Disney, yeah. It's all like a curved screen, isn't it? Well, it's a projection, isn't it? Obviously, here it is. There's the projector. But the kids can sit there, watch their projected view of the Minack, and enjoy their ice creams. Okay, so you've got a hot chocolate.
Yeah, and you've got an American.
And I got a coffee en route. Awesome, nice. It's a very nice coffee. Hand roasted in Cornwall. Alright, that's warming me up. How's your hot chocolate? Is it good? Is it a nice... I often find, I've probably said a few times on the channel, that sometimes you order a hot chocolate and it's like a warm chocolate instead of hot, but also it's not very chocolatey.
Oh no, that's correct.
But is that a nice one? That's a nice... Yeah.
And it's hot.
And it's hot,
As
so,
you know,
so
I
that
drink
is
a
an
lot of hot
actual...
chocolate and I get a bit cross because they should really be called tepid chocolate.
Temperature, yeah.
But this is a hot, creamy chocolate.
It does look very nice. And just like that, the sun is out. We've just got done with our coffee and ice cream in that building there. Beautiful views from their cafe here. Down onto the theatre. What an amazing achievement. We're going to leave the video there, as always. Thank you so much for watching. Highly recommend popping out to the Minack Theatre, even when there's not a show. It's still quite a magical place, and relatively cheap to get in. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, smash the bell. You'll never miss out on any video that we put on YouTube. We are on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at The Bright Side, so check us out there. So from us to you, cheers, and gone. I've just spotted this vantage point, which I'm just gonna walk up a minute. A little bit of bonus footage after our outro. Let's see what the view is from up here. Oh yeah, look at that. Absolutely stunning. And all you need is that little bit of sun. Although to be honest, it was stunning in the mist. But look at that, what a viewpoint. Fantastic. Like I said, I do highly recommend popping out to the Minack Theatre just to experience this place, and you know, in the summer months or spring, whenever it all starts, you can get to see a show. Awesome.